joints right here, man, that you play when you feeling down on your ism, right? Play this shit right here and resuscitate your pimpin' and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here and spark up your hoeing and get you right back going, you dig? Dig this. Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. We scorching them fag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dough. Over 120 in the sun for fun. They mash for hours, hooker baths, not showers. Bright and early, down and dirty for the cash and power. They gotta get the cash, the towers, and reach it all to a pimp. In my position, I'm all but exempt. These bras not wimps, I'm like them renegade bitches. BFFs with tricks but never getting paid riches. Grenade bitches, they dynamite, blowing up on the pimpin' and missing when the time is right. But when they life gets strife, they see pimpin' shining bright, but they action is life without. Bitch, one strike you out. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. See, that's the difference, nigga. The pimpin' mashin' for these riches, nigga. Nothing like you master magician niggas. Smoking mirrors with your game, hella extras to reflect the opposite appearance of a lame. Bitches coming from y'all, I can't rock with those. Tender-footed and rooted in them doctor shows. Soft shoe rituals, minute residuals. Papers on life support, your loots and critical. Something I learned about when running my earned route and working with turnouts is murdering burnouts. Cause knocking one of you niggas for a scarred bitch, that's knocking one of you niggas for some garbage. I'm heartless regardless, empty with sympathy, but banked up to the max with pimpathy. No remedy for me, I'm like this. My life is vice grip, synced in permanent ink. You can't rewrite this. My blood type is P positive, beautifully deposited with a lot of it. I'm popping this shit, and when I pop it so hard I make a trapping ass bad bitch wanna hoe hard. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. Come on, pimpin', man, pop that shit. Show these sucker niggas they can't stop that shit. Let these hookers know if they wanna cop that shit. Treat the bag like it's hot, bitch, and drop that shit. And to you hoes, if you ever took a loss, bitch, show these bitches how to bounce back like a boss, bitch. Let them know that the best way to floss, bitch, is reach that paper to some pimpin' hoe and toss it. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. One of them joints right here, man, that you play when you feeling down on your ism, right? Play this shit right here and resuscitate your pimpin' and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here and spark up your hoeing and get you right back going, you dig? Dig this. Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. We scorching them fag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dough. Over 120 in the sun for Here we go. Top of it to everybody. What's happening with y'all, man? Y'all already know what to do. Wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. Hit that like button. Yeah. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with a pimp. Hold on a second. Yeah, man. We're going to chop this shit and pop this shit, man. See y'all coming up in here already. Kicking the dough down with the love, though. You dig? The usual suspects, man. E-books, good looking with the $2 holla. Missed the game, P. Still need the Boston Up review. Oh, yeah, I got you. Don't trip. Ray Gunn, good looking with the $2 holla. Blessings to the family. Yes, blessings to you indeed as well, brother. Appreciate you, as always. Yeah, man, let's chop this game, man. I know it's been a while. Hold on. I know it's been a while, man, but the pimping is here for you, as usual. Y'all might be delayed, but you ain't denied with this game, you dig? Yeah, man, hold on a second. Let me get a few things in order before I put some love in my body. Let's do something real quick. Y'all already know I hate iPhones, right? Told y'all this before. I do not like iPhones. iPhones get on the pimp nerves, man. I know a lot of y'all swear by them iPhones, love them iPhones. But I don't like them things, man. Hold on a second. Okay, bam. 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 We in there. Yeah, man. Judge Mills, good looking with the $20 holla. Top of it, welcome back. Yeah, man, back to this game that we never left, in the words of my brother Sinful to P, man. Y'all let me know if I sound too low or too loud. You dig? I think my mic sound nice, but if it don't, let me know. Sylvia, where you at? Let me know. Play for keeps. I see you. It's 78 here in California. Let's see what it is. Damn, that's funny. It's 78. It's 78 where I am as well, but I'm a little ways from California. Kind of far. You dig? But hold on, man. You know, Pimp is the one-man band doing 1,000 things at one time, man. Give me just a second. Hold on. Okay. Now, y'all already know, man, my first order of business, I got to put some love in my body. But you know, Pimp on the move right now, man. So I ain't got my champagne flute, man. I ain't got no champagne flutes nowhere around me, man. But I'll make the sound effect for y'all. Gloop, 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 gloop. Yeah, man. Put some love in my body. Yeah, man. I wanted to talk about knocking. I appreciate y'all once again for tuning in, tapping in with a pimp, man. You know, giving this game like only Free's gonna give it, you dig? And see, this is what I want y'all to understand too, right? You know, you got a lot of different types of individuals on this here internet, and a lot of people talk about similar things. A lot of people talk about the same things. A lot of people talk about a lot of different things, right? And a lot of these people got their different reasons as to why they talk about what they talk about. And this is what I want you to understand about Freeze. I can't speak for anybody else, but I know that some people tell you what they tell you on the internet simply because it sounds good, Some people tell you what they tell you on the internet simply because it makes sense to their bottom line, which is the dollar. Freeze, on the other hand, when I tell you what I tell you on the internet, it is to benefit you. You know, I want to give you information that has been beneficial to me and beneficial to the people around me. And, you know, information that I done picked up from experience, not some shit that I studied. Nothing wrong with studying, but when it comes to certain game pertaining to life and real life situations that you may end up in, you dig, I give you information that I believe is going to benefit you. This going to save you some trouble. This going to keep you out of danger. This going to keep you safe. You dig? And it's going to keep you, you know, this going to line you up to live a happy and healthy and wealthy life. You dig? So just understand that I give you the game that I give you, or, you know, inspiration or whatever it is, I give it to you so that it can benefit you. You dig? I don't say shit just because it sounds slick. You dig? I don't say shit just because I think it's what you want to hear. And I'm scared to tell you the truth, and I'm scared to tell you the real and all that old type of shit. Nah, Freeze don't do that. You know what I mean? Freeze a real one. You know, I know a lot of people say they're a real one, but, you know, a lot of y'all done ran into me outside, cross country, all over the country, you dig? So you know that I don't hide nowhere. I'm not unapproachable. You dig? When y'all run into me in different places, cities and states and shit like that, you know, I'll stop and chop it up with you for a minute. You dig? Share laughs with you, all the shit, you dig? So, yeah. But just keep that in mind, right? And so it was one situation that I just witnessed recently, right? Did reminded me of another situation, right? I seen a situation where on the Blade, there was a chick that was walking, right? And this dude, he pulled up and jumped out his car to, you know, behind the chick. I don't know if she seen him or not. It appeared that she didn't see him. And, you know, she was looking down at her phone in that moment, and I guess he seen that as an opportune time to do what he did. But this dude, man, he parked his car probably about 20 or 25 yards away from the chick, right? And she walking away from where he parked at. And he jumped out, and, man, this dude must have turned into Usain Bolt going after the chick, right? He sprints down the street after the young lady and runs up on her and gets in her face, and I guess he called himself shooting a shot. And, you know, he did this. And I know a lot of y'all, you know, everybody got their different methods on how they do things. And a lot of y'all probably have done stuff like this and it has worked. But I just got to keep it all the way 100. It's not fly. And one thing about the pimping is fly. You dig? Now there's ways to, you know, go about things like that. Even if you the aggressive type or whatever, you know, it's still, it's a fine line with the shit. And a lot of cats, man, y'all just be like so unfly when you do this shit, right? But dude ran up on her, got all in her face, and she did what a 304 is supposed to do. See, this, I know a lot of y'all don't understand this rule. A lot of y'all don't follow the rules. A lot of y'all ain't got no rules. Like, rules is foreign. That's a foreign language to you when I say the word rules, right? But, you know, in the game, it's an unwritten rule that when a P is sweating a 304 and they on the sidewalk and she walks into the street, pimping is supposed to let her walk into the street by herself. He not supposed to follow her into the street. You dig? It's you know, it's an unwritten rule. And there's nobody around to like enforce this rule. You dig? But it's just a courtesy that the pimpin' give a 304. If she trying to stay in pocket, if she trying to get away and she go off into that street, you know, pimpin' gonna let her go off into the street by herself. And then not only is it a rule for the game's sake, but just as a P, it's not fly to follow a chick all into the street when you sweating her and she trying to get away from you in the street. It's just not fly. But anyway, the chick, she goes into the street, and dude follows her into the street. You know, he's spinning and bending. She hoe spinning. He hoe spinning with him. And yeah, fellas, hey, listen, man. Hey, man, hoe spinning is for the ladies, man. You not supposed to be no fella doing no hoe spinning in the streets, man, while you on the broad hills, man. If she hoe spin, let her hoe spin by herself, man. I don't want to see none of y'all guys, man, hoe spinning with the broad. You know, because if you pull up to the pimp circle after that, man, I might roast the hell out your ass, man. But yeah, man, ain't no we don't hoe spin with the broad. When she do the hoe spin, let her do the hoe spin by herself, man. You dig? But this dude, he did the hoe spin with her. Man, he was his coverage was better than Deion Sanders in his prime. His coverage was better than prime time in his prime. You dig? Like, he had excellent coverage on this chick. She was trying to get away, and his coverage, man, I don't know why he don't play, like, why he ain't in the NFL or something. He looked like a cold DB. You dig? But hold on, let me put some more love in my body. If you ain't wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's door, man, please do so now. Hit that like button. But yeah, it just wasn't fly the way he was going about things, right? And it reminded me of a time when I saw a guy doing that with my chick, right? And see, this is what a lot of y'all have never done in your life. A lot of y'all that call yourselves the pimping, or you just, you know, a guy with a lady. A lot of y'all ain't never done this. You don't know how to do this. You too emotionally attached to be able to do some shit like this. But I seen a dude do the same thing with a young lady that was representing me, right? And I just sat back and watched the whole thing. I didn't intervene. I didn't run a pass interference on the guy while he was, you know, in pursuit of doing what he do. Right, Champ Bailey, you know what I mean? Judge Mills, you stupid for that. Man, I'm talking about dude was like, man, he was cold with it. You dig? He was cold with it. You know what I mean? He was like really on some Ronnie Lott, you know what I mean? Free safety in his prime, you know what I mean? Rod Woodson in his prime, man. Dude was cold. Troy Polamalu, you dig? He was on her. She couldn't get away. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't do nothing. But yeah, man. Something that a lot of y'all ain't never done before, right? Like I said, dude. Y'all funny in these comments, man. I ain't messing with y'all right now. But yeah, I sat there and I watched dude, man, in a situation that was similar to what I'm describing to you, that I witnessed somebody doing with my chick, right? A lot of y'all don't know how to do that, man. A lot of y'all don't know how to sit back and let nature take its course with this game, man. You know, and because of that, you don't know what kind of chick you dealing with, you know, and you don't allow things to unfold the way that they supposed to. You know, you always want to interrupt the natural order of things. And, you know, even though it may not be my method, I still don't intervene, because you never know. The chick might get out of pocket with him and she might like that shit. You dig? Because you got some chicks, this attention whores. And, you know, they like getting sweated. And they give action to whoever want to sweat them. Or, you know, a chick might be mad at you at that time. And, you know, she in her head like, you know, the first P to sweat me, say something to me, I'm about to pay the hell out of him. You just never know. And see, that's another thing too. Another thing a lot of y'all got bad. You know, you want to break the chick after every date, which is crazy as hell. You know what I mean? And unpimpish and unfly as hell. You know what I mean? You breaking the chick after every $60 and $80 and $100 date, man. You know, yeah, we're going to chop some game today, man, because a lot of y'all think everything is pimping, man. They got to do with sending abroad and breaking on abroad, man. But everything ain't pimping, man. And that's not pimping. You dig? So, like, not only have a lot of you guys never sat back without interrupting, watch a dude sweat the hell out your broad, sweat her down the street, all in her face, sweat her into the street, across the street. You dig? And then the whole time she got a fat ass trap on her because you just been letting her run it up all night and you ain't breaking her after every date. A lot of y'all don't see, I'm talking about pimping, man. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about that, man. You dig? And a lot of the people that y'all listen to don't know nothing about that neither. But that's another conversation, man. But I'm talking about some pimping though. You dig? Yeah, man. But I sat there and I watched this and I didn't intervene or interrupt or anything like that. And not only does it show you what type of chick that you dealing with, because you never know. She might call the police. Some chicks, you know, might feel like a guy is being too aggressive and he won't leave her alone and she trying to get away and he, you know, she could feel his breath. She could feel the moisture of his funky ass backwoods smoking, Hennessy drinking ass breath all on her neck. You know what I mean? That's how close he is up on her. He might not be touching her with his hands or his shoulders or arms or nothing like that or his chest, but he touching her with his funky ass breath. And, you know, she trying to get away, but she's in heels, you know, and he got on some flat shoes like most gentlemen do. And, you know, so he's able to keep up with her better than she's able to get away from him. But you know, you got some chicks that might feel like, you know, because you never know. She might not have no folks, or she might just be paying a guy that ain't giving her no real game, and she don't know no better. And she might say, you know what, I'm going to call the police on this dude. Or the police might be riding past. She might flag their ass down. They might not even see what's going on. She jump in front of their ass and flag them down. You just never know, man. You dig? And beyond all that, it just ain't fly. It's not fly to be, like I said, man, chasing a chick into the streets and then hoe spinning with her, man. We don't do the hoe spin. You know, pimping don't get down like that. You sweating abroad. First of all, you get out the car, you turn into Usain Bolt. You know what I mean? You turn into Rocket Ishmael. A lot of y'all don't know who Rocket Ishmael is. Rest in peace to Rocket Ishmael. But a lot of y'all turn into Rocket Ishmael, you know what I mean? And sprint after the broad down the street. You did. And then, you know, you go from Rocket Ishmael to Deion Sanders, and now you got the cold coverage and you sweating her all into the street. You know what I mean? That just, you know, it ain't pimpish. It ain't fly. You did. But yeah, man. That and then you got to think about it. See, this is where a lot of dudes go wrong, right? This is where a lot of dudes go wrong when they campaign and they trying to knock something. You don't think about shit from the perspective of the chick who you shooting your shot at, right? Like a lot of y'all got this shit bad. You see a chick trying to catch a date, she trying to get a trick's attention, or she might even be in the middle of a conversation with a trick, and you pull up on her like, you know what I mean? Hey now, say now, bitch, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Pimpin', y'all like me for the record, though, bitch. Yeah, I see you trying to get some money, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to let you know ain't nothing funny about my game, though, you know? And it's like, you're not thinking about it from her perspective. Why would a chick want to pay a guy who's interrupting her from getting some money? Why would she do that? You think she gonna hear what you got to say and be like, ooh, I just like the way he interrupted me catching this date so he could sweat me. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the hell out of him. Wait till I get this money up. Come on, man. That don't make no damn sense. Or you know damn well that you just ate you just ate a double quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's. Then you smoked a backwood. Then you drank some Hennessy. You know what I mean? And then when you was eating the double quarter pounder with cheese, you washed it down with some soda and you had some onions on that thing. You did. So your breath smell like everything good, bad, and ugly in the world. You know what I mean? Your breath smell like everything. You know what I mean? Good, bad, and ugly. You know, so and the ugly and the bad is so strong you can't even smell the good. You dig? So your breath smelling like everything, right? And you ain't got the sense to put a Listerine strip or a Listerine spray or some gum or something in your mouth. You know what I mean? Then, you know, some of y'all be chasing these bras down the street when it's like 100 degrees outside, shit. So now you sweating, you know what I mean? your body odor is at war with your cologne. You know what I mean? And you getting up on this broad. Now you sweaty, you funky, your breath smell like everything in the world, and then she feels the moisture from your breath on the back of her neck, and you got that boomerang ass breath that travels around the back of her head to the front of her face and hits her in the nose. You know what I mean? And you just think that what you saying is so cold that she's gonna disregard all this shit just to get with you. And then you don't even be saying nothing. You talking about a bunch of hey now, say now, damn baby, you fine. Damn, you got a fat ass. Y'all don't even be saying nothing. Damn, girl, you got a sexy ass body, girl. Damn, you sound like a trick. You know what I mean? Damn, girl, I like the way you smell. You ain't even saying nothing. You know what I mean? So you got your breath to smell like everything good, bad, and ugly in the world. Your underarms, you know what I mean, smell like a bag of feet. And you all on this chick. You 2 inches away from this chick. You dig? And you just think she gonna be like, yeah, his breath smell like everything good, bad, and ugly in the world. And you know what I mean? I could smell him perspiring, and I could feel his breath burning the back of my neck. And you know what I mean? I just did his hair. I just did my hair, but his breath is messing up the back of my neck and my hair. And you know what I mean? I could smell his body odor at war with the cologne that he wearing at the same time. And you know what I mean? He just, only thing he's saying to me is, damn, baby, you got a fat ass, or damn, baby, you sexy as hell. But damn, you know what? I just really want to pay the hell out of him. I want to make him rich. Come on, man. You're not even thinking. You know what I mean? You're not thinking at all, man. The shit that you doing don't make no damn sense if you were to stop and think about it. It makes 0 sense, man. You dig? So, and then a lot of y'all see what it be. You know, a lot of y'all ain't independent thinkers. A lot of y'all don't have your own mind. You just be doing shit that you seen somebody else do. And you think that because this dude got a nice chain on, some nice rings and jewelry and watches, and he jumping out a foreign car that costs 6 figures, you think that because he got all that going on, and you see him chasing bras into the street and getting up on them and putting his funky ass breath on chicks, you think that that's the way to go. Like, damn, he look like he winning and he's doing that, so it must work. Let me try that. No. See, this is another thing that you don't understand. Just because you see somebody with some jewelry and nice cars and designer clothes and all this old type of shit, it don't mean that they pimped for it. A lot of these dudes scammed for it. A lot of these dudes robbed for it. A lot of them conned for it. And they just so happen to act like, you know, they like acting like a pimp. You know what I mean? But a lot of these dudes that you see doing things that you think they got successful from, they didn't pimp for it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. You know, you got to have your own mind. You got to be an independent thinker, man. You got to think about how much sense something makes before you just adopt it and try to put it in motion. You dig? Come on, man. It's 156 of y'all in here on YouTube watching it and listening to this game right now, man. But only 99 of y'all done wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain. Come on, man. Hit that like button, man. E-books, you stupid. Teeth and gums looking like the Gaza Strip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Mouth a war zone. Just your mouth is a war zone, man, and you just putting your breath all on this chick, man. She don't want to smell your funky ass breath. Tripping. Yeah, man. Throw Dessa top of it, man. We live, man. Live directing in full effect. You dig? Yeah, man. So, like I said, when you are campaigning to have a young lady, you know, you have to think about things from her perspective. You be so busy doing shit that you seen somebody else doing, you not thinking about, okay, what can I do that's going to appeal to her? What can I do that she is going to like? And how can I avoid doing the things that she's not going to like? How can I avoid being repulsive? Right? You got to think about that, man. You got to think about what ladies like, man. R. Kelly and Jay-Z had a song back in the day called The Power of the P-U-S-S-Y. You know what I mean? That's why niggas get their hair cut, try to dress fly. You dig? A man's greatest motivation is to impress a woman. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I mean? If he's a heterosexual man, his greatest motivation is to impress a woman. That's why I go to the gym and work out. That's why I wear cologne. That's why I stay well groomed. That's why I dress a certain way. You dig? Because I'm motivated to do those things so that I can impress whatever women I come into contact with, or whatever women I may be interested in, right? So if your greatest motivation is to impress a woman, you dig, you want to do things beyond just having the right appearance that's going to appeal to her, right? Not only do you want to have the right look and presentation, but you got to have the right conversation. You got to have the right approach. You know what I mean? You want to be thinking about things that's going to strike her fancy, that's going to pique her interest, right? And, along with that, see me, right? Any chicks, it might be some chicks watching right now who done seen me on the blade, right? Riding around, windows up. I ain't even rolling my windows down and I ain't saying nothing to nobody, right? This is because I study, right? I think I done touched on this with y'all a little bit before, but I study. As Sinful to P would say, observe and stay preserved until you see who deserves your time, right? So when I go out there and I campaign, whether I'm walking through the casinos, I'm in the strip club, I'm on the blade, I'm on the carpet, whatever, I'm observing. I'm taking mental notes. You dig? Because like Sinful to P would say, see who deserves your time. Not everybody deserves your time. And if you observe and stay preserved, you'll see that a lot of people do not deserve your time. You know what I mean? That's why it's a lot of cats in the graveyard right now and in the penitentiary right now, because they didn't take heed to what I just said. They sitting up there sweating a chick that, she ain't even a go-getter like that. She don't even be trying to like really get to the money like that. She ain't got no ambition. She ain't got no get up and go. She lazy. She got entitlement issues. She got an attitude. She got a chip on her shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, she just ain't worth having. You just like the way that she look and the fact that she down. But because you didn't observe and stay preserved, you didn't realize that she don't deserve your time. You just letting the appearance, be the thing that you make your decision off of, whether or not you gonna go say something to this chick, right? And if you just sit back and do that, like I'm telling you I do, right? Because you never know, she might be them people, she might be a decoy. It's so many things that you don't know if you don't play chess with this shit and you don't sit back and observe and study before you shoot your shot, right? So me, I ride around, I keep my music down. A lot of times I don't even be playing no music because, I want all senses to be working in my favor. You dig? So I want to hear everything just like I see everything and so on and so forth, right? And, if you ride around and just pay attention, a lot of times I have my windows up, but I have my sunroof open so I can get an earshot of these conversations that these bras be having. And if you even hear some of the conversations that they be having, that alone will let you know, like, okay, this chick don't deserve my time. Or those chicks in that circle right there, none of them deserve my time. I know they attractive. They look very good. There's some nice lookers, but they don't deserve my time. I'm not going to say, they're not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something else. Based on what I just heard them talking about, or, the past 5 times I done rolled past this corner and they keep talking about the same type of shit. You know what I mean? I done heard On the Dead Homies too many times and I see too many face tats, and I done seen the blunt get passed back and forth, and I done seen the alcohol bottle get passed back and forth too many times. Okay, no, I don't. These people, that's not what I'm looking for. Or you ride around and you see a chick out there and she just ain't even, she ain't even paying attention. She in her phone, she got earbuds, she got AirPods in her ear, and her eyes is glued to the phone, and 5 tricks done rolled past, a trick in a Rolls Royce done rolled past, a trick in a Bentley done rolled past, a trick in a Ferrari done rolled past, a trick in a spaceship done rolled past, and she ain't seen none of them because she's so busy watching dinosaurs live on Instagram. You know what I mean? Or she's so busy, watching them punk renegade chicks gossip about, pimps that they can't afford to pay. You dig? That's also somebody who doesn't deserve my time. So I'm not going to shoot my shot at her. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of breath. It's a waste of time. I'm not doing that. You dig? So, yeah, man, like I said, a lot of dudes, and then that be the cold thing about it too. Like I said, a man's greatest motivation is to impress a woman. So some of y'all dudes is like I just described. Some of y'all go to the gym and work out. You eat right. Your body is in excellent shape. You well groomed. Your breath smell good. Your dental hygiene is in order. Your body hygiene is in order. You dress nice. Your presentation is on point. You dig? And you do all of this. You go through all of this trouble to look good for the type of women that you want, which should be the best, because you should see yourself as the best. And you sitting up there hollering at this chick who the only thing she care about is a wig, an eighth of weed, and anything past that, she ain't trying to go hard for her. She don't. It's just not what you're supposed to have. It don't make sense for you to have. You did. So why go through all that trouble to look good and be good? You done studied, you read, you meditate, your mind is right. You ain't got no stress, no drama in your life. You know what I mean? The people that you might already have in your camp, is smooth. Ain't no jealousy, ain't no drama, everything cool. And then, you trying to go have this hammerhead ass broad just because you think she attractive, and you think just because she's attractive that she's going to be, the type that's going to follow your instructions and go hard and surrender to you and all that type of shit. And it's like, if you would have took the time to just observe, you would see that, no, she's not the one, pimp. She's not the young candidate, man. Not it. Hold on. Yeah, man. So, that's another thing too. And back to the guys that I'm talking about that get out and chase chicks down the street and, chase chicks into the street and you hoe spinning with her and all of that type of stuff. You're not thinking. You probably ain't never seen this chick talk to one trick. You ain't seen her catch one date. You know what I mean? And she probably got a boom box on the corner next to where she's standing at twerking when you jump out on her. Or, she probably got some sandals and dirty feet at the bottom, you know what I mean? And just, dusty as hell. And it don't make no sense, man. You got to pay attention to what you're doing, you dig? Hold on. Yeah, man. Let me put some more love in my body. I see y'all done got the likes up a little bit, man. But if you ain't wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so now. Hit that like button. Yeah. Champ, top of it, man. We just chopping some game about knocking, about a lot of mistakes that cats be making when they call themselves trying to knock something. Okay. Now, I know a lot of y'all is bent on drama, right? A lot of y'all like to see people get into it. A lot of y'all like to take things that people say and automatically turn it into an attack on somebody. And, you know, a lot of people do be attacking people on the internet. They say shit, you know, as an attack and all that type of shit. But, hold on a second, excuse me. Like I said, man, pimp the one-man band over here. I'm doing 60 things at one time, man. Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. Give me just a second. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. But yeah, man. Like I said, I know a lot of y'all just be bent on drama, man. See, me, I'm like, I know I've engaged in some drama with some people, right? But by nature, I'm a drama-free type of guy, man. I don't start trouble with nobody. That's one thing you've never seen me do is start trouble with anybody, right? And I rarely even talk about people or mention other people unless they mention me first. But at the same time, you know, I'm a watchman of this game, like Sinful the P would say. And I do my best to keep the game straight. I do my best to keep the game honest. I do my best to separate game from lame and, you know, give y'all the honest 100 about this shit, right? And, you know, this is what I want you to understand too, right? It's okay for people to disagree with each other. Just because you see two people on the internet disagree with each other don't mean that they hate each other. It don't mean that they want to delete each other. It don't mean that they want to fight each other. It don't mean that it's beef on site. It don't mean that they can't get along. It don't mean that they can't be cool with each other just because you see somebody disagree with somebody, right? So I just want y'all to keep these things in mind as we continue with this game. But I know that some of you have asked me to do a review on a video that Sharp did not too long ago. I think it was some days ago. If I remember correctly, he had Ken, TKO Capone, and Goldie on his show on YouTube, right? And like I said, a lot of y'all wanted me to do a review on that. I don't really wish to do a review on the whole video. I haven't watched the whole thing. When it was brought to my attention, I think I watched maybe probably 10 minutes of it or something like that. But, you know, I saw some things within that short time frame that I disagree with. And I don't know. And see, this is what I want you to understand too, right? Different strokes for different folks. Some things may work for some people. But when some information is given, right? And I've been in situations where the information is given, you know, it pertains to certain situations that I can relate to, right? And the shit went terribly bad. That's where I got to come in, right? Because I want y'all to see both sides of the coin. I don't want you to just see the heads. I want you to see the tails of the coin as well, right? So it doesn't mean that it can't work. It doesn't mean that it's a lie. But at the same time, you know, just like people tell you the sweet, you know, pimping gonna tell you the bitter as well. Because it can be a bitter side to a lot of shit as well, right? So, like I said, I only saw the beginning of the episode that Sharp did with those gentlemen, right? And the young man Goldie, he said something that is commonly said in the game, right? You got cats that have subscribed to this theory for a long time in the game, and I'm sure for some people it has worked, right? But what you got to understand is it can be dangerous for people as well. And the young man Goldie, he said that, he likes to get chose with his mouth closed. And he, I'm not quoting him verbatim because I don't know word for word what he said. I'd have to go back and play it. But what I interpreted from what he said was that he prefers that, his presentation speak for him, like his jewelry, his cars, his designer clothes, his appearance, basically, right? He would rather those things speak for him than to speak out of his mouth. And then he went on to say that, everybody is saying the same thing, to these chicks. So basically, all the chicks out there is on their Sunshine Anderson. They done heard it all before. And, it don't make sense to try to say certain things to these chicks because they've heard it all before. Everybody's saying the same thing. So rather than that, he would rather speak with his presentation and get chose with his mouth closed, right? And I know a lot of y'all probably heard that and like, man, that's cold. That sound dope as hell. I'm gonna try to do that too. I'm gonna see if I could get chose with my mouth closed. And see, you just got to think about things from a realistic standpoint, right? When you hear certain shit, don't just jump on it and adopt it. Think about how much sense it makes to you, because some of you that might make great sense to and it might work great for you. But some of you also, it might not make the most sense if you sit down and rationalize what's being said, right? So get chose with your mouth closed, right? See, those of y'all in the game or familiar with the game know that when you get chose, you putting a lot on the line, right? You stand to lose a lot potentially if shit goes wrong with getting chose. You might get chose by a snitch, right? And that person that you got chose with with your mouth closed, she might want to put you under the jail. This person who you get chose by with your mouth closed might just be coming into your household to set you up. She might give you $5,000 or $10,000 just to try to rob you for $100,000. You know what I mean? And if you getting chose with your mouth closed and you not asking the right questions, you might not figure that out, right? You might be getting chose with your mouth closed by a chick that has a incurable disease, right? And if you don't ask the right questions and do the right things, you know what I mean? You might be allowing that into your household, right? So there's so many dangers that you set yourself up for when you don't ask the right questions, right? And I'm not saying that, it's easy to qualify to be with the young man who said that statement, but it kind of gives that impression. It gives the impression that, as long as a chick got the right amount of money or she coming with the right things, or it appears that she's coming with the right things, I could get chose with my mouth closed, you know what I mean? Because a chick like the way I look and she like what she see, she like what it appears that I got going on. And, I'm going to just let her come on in because she got the right amount of money. And, that, like I said, you could be playing a dangerous game. I done told y'all a story about, a situation with me where I got chose with my mouth closed. See, that's what I want y'all to understand about me. When I say what I say, I'm saying from experience. I'm not talking about some shit that I heard or one of my pimp partners told me this or I seen in a documentary or a video where somebody went through this. No, I'm telling you what I've been through myself, right? And I got chose with my mouth closed before, right? Chick came up to me. She just liked the way I was. She thought I was fly, handsome, whatever the case. You know what I mean? I was in the club with Sinful. And we both suited and booted, and a chick came up to me. I didn't say a word to this chick. And she came up to me, interrupted my conversation with another young lady, kind of moved her out the way and said, look, I already know what it is with you, and I want to get with you, and I'm going to choose you tonight. And I just let it happen. You know what I mean? That's a real, true, real life example of getting chose with your mouth closed. It happened to me before, right? But, you know, because I didn't ask the right questions, I just allowed myself to get chose with my mouth closed. You know, that, you know, it could have been a potentially dangerous situation if the game and God didn't bless me the way that it did, right? You know what I mean? I really dodged a cold bullet, figuratively speaking, right? So, yeah, man, you got to be careful when it comes to stuff like that, because, like I said, you could be potentially accepting some bullshit, you know. So, this is why it's imperative to have rules, integrity, you know, value. You got a good self-esteem about yourself. You understand your value. You understand how beneficial it's going to be to any young lady or anybody, period, who decides to get involved with you, right? When you understand your value and you understand how you're going to benefit people, you got to have rules, because you can't just give that to anybody, right? It's just like going to buy a car or a house. You can't just have the money and go qualify for the shit. You know what I mean? You might have $100,000 in the car that you want costs $100,000, and you can go cash it out. You know what I mean? But it's not that simple. It's going to be a lot to come with that. Yeah, them people at that car lot, they might give you that they might let you walk away with that car, but you know, some people going to holler at you after you pull off away from that lot. You know what I mean? Some people going to want you to answer some questions. So, you know, it's not so simple, right? Same thing with buying a house. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just do things without meeting certain requirements, is what I'm saying. So when it comes to you yourself as a gentleman, it should be no different, right? It shouldn't be a situation where just because somebody has the right kind of money or the right kind of appearance that you like, that they just qualify. They can just get in with you simply based on that. It shouldn't be that simple, right? There's certain requirements that have to be met. You dig? So, yeah, man, let me see. Give me just a second, man. Listen, if y'all ain't wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so now. Hit that like button. Give me just a second, y'all. Okay, right back at it. Yeah, man. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Okay. Yeah, man. So, like I said, you got to have requirements for yourself, man. You know, me, I got a lot of rules for myself that I have to abide by and follow for myself, and there's consequences for myself if I break my own rules, right? You know what I mean? See, like when it comes to my body, right? I have certain rules. I have rules for what I put in my mouth as far as food and liquids, beverages. And I have rules as far as, like, you know, my fitness routine. And if I don't follow them rules, there's consequences. My body ain't going to look the way it's supposed to look. You know, that's going to be the consequence of me not following my rules. You dig? So that's just one example of me having rules for myself, and if I don't follow my own rules. But I got a lot of other rules in every other aspect of my life beyond just, my health and fitness, right? And with that being the case, also I have rules for, other people to decide to involve themselves with me. Young ladies did get with me. They got certain rules that they got to adhere to if they want to be down with me, right? And I just make sure that I accept those who have no problem and are glad to adhere to the rules that I lay down, right? It ain't for everybody. And because I know it's not for everybody, I don't try to have everybody. It's not all comers with me. You know what I mean? I'm not to put a pig on a wig and have her do it big on Fig. That ain't me. You dig? I don't like pigs anyway. I don't like pigs. I don't like pork. I don't like eating pigs. I don't like looking at pigs. I don't like nothing to do with the pig. So I ain't putting no wigs on no pigs and putting them on Fig to do it big. Nah. That's not me. And I'm not one of those who like me type of cats either. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, I think that was, I think it made sense to be the type of individual who like you. But nah, man, it's a lot of punk, it's a lot of punk ass broads out there that like me. Shit, it's even some snitches that like me. You know what I mean? It's probably some, underage people out there that's on the same type of tip. So I don't like who likes me. Shit, there's probably some guys out there that like me. I don't like them ugly ass niggas, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like who like me, So, I'm not just accepting any and everything. You dig? I got rules, man. And I'm not trying to have everybody. I want the people that it makes sense for me to have, and the people who, they just want to be down with me the way I want them to be down. They're not trying to be down with me their way. They want to be down with me my way, because my way makes sense not only for me, but for them too. See, a lot of cats be accepting chicks that them being down for them only makes sense to her, right? And you just so happen to fit into her equation of what makes sense to her. You dig? Pay attention to what I'm telling you now. Some of you guys be accepting chicks that it only makes sense to her for y'all to be involved with each other. It don't make sense to you. And the only reason why she chose you is because it makes sense to her. She didn't choose you because it makes sense to you and to the both of y'all. You accepted her because in your mind, it makes sense to you and it makes sense to her. But she only chose you because it makes sense to her. It don't make sense to you or anybody else. It don't make sense to no wifeys. It don't make sense to, you. It don't make sense to nobody but herself. And really, it don't even make sense to herself. She just think it makes sense to herself. You dig? And see, when you accept people like that, man, it's really due to negligence how you even allow it to happen. You're not even paying attention. You just get, a lot of y'all be getting mesmerized. A lot of y'all is a chick's best hype man. A lot of y'all is Flavor Flav and Spliff Star to the chick. You know what I mean? You see how these dudes be doing on Instagram Live, jumping for joy to go live with these bums. These chicks who don't mean nobody and don't mean they self no good. You see how they be. Excuse me, I had to put some love in my body. But yeah, man, you see how they be. Yeah, man, the Instagram Live is about to end. I'm pretty sure. I think it only goes for an hour. But hey, man, if y'all over on an Instagram Live and you want to continue watching this live, come on over to YouTube, man. We still going. We still rocking with this shit, you dig? For a little bit longer. So, yeah. Otherwise, blessings to you. Okay. Oh, it look like it might let us still continue to... Oh, no, it ain't. Y'all still got a few more minutes. I just realized that. Yeah, Instagram, y'all got a few more minutes, but in a few minutes, the Instagram live gonna end. If you want to continue watching this shit, come on over to YouTube. Oh, it just ended right now. Okay. Okay, now it's just YouTube. Yeah, man. But listen to what I said. Like I said, man. Some of y'all be accepting chicks that it only makes sense for her to be with you. It don't make sense for you to be, for her to be with you. It don't make sense to y'all. It makes sense to her. Right? And a lot of times when it only makes sense to her is because she's thinking very small. She has small ambitions and small desires and small efforts and small energy, small everything. You know what I mean? She's just thinking real small. And she's only thinking about herself. And, you know, because she's only thinking about herself, whatever she says, does, or whatever, it only benefits herself. It don't really benefit you. She's only handing money over to you because it benefits her, right? Because you might be giving her some game that's empowering her to get more money than she could by herself. You putting her in a position that's going to empower her to get money in ways that she can't by herself. Right? She might know that you're going to put her in certain places or give her certain information, right? That's going, or, you know, she might know that you might have a certain situation going on and you putting her in that situation is going to be beneficial to her, but it may not be beneficial to you. You did? See, like, you got to understand chicks be choosing situations too, right? That's why, you know, some real pimp shit, man, that I know some, again, a lot of y'all don't know how to, y'all ain't never been through nothing like this, man. But it have been so many times where I done played broke because I didn't want a chick to choose me for my situation. You dig? It have been times where I done act like I ain't got no car or I ain't got no place to live or, you know what I mean? I ain't got nothing. I might wear the same outfit a couple times in a row in front of a chick, you know what I mean? Just to see that she's choosing me for me and not my situation. You dig? That's some real down and dirty type shit in the game, though, that I know a lot of y'all ain't never experienced before. But, you know, when you trying to determine somebody's true intentions as to why they want to get with you, you know, sometimes these are the things that you do. Of course, I can't really do that now because of my status in the game. I'm like, my name and my likeness is too well known in the game for me to try to play certain roles. But yeah, back when, before social media, before Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and all this shit, yeah, I done did that several times. You know what I mean? Played the role to the chick. You know, she might choose me and then she might think that my vehicle just got impounded or repossessed or whatever, or we just got evicted. You know what I mean? What you gonna do? What you made of? You know what I mean? Is you rocking with me or is you rocking with my situation? You know what I mean? Sometimes that's what you gotta do. But, you know, in today's times, it's kind of more challenging to pull that off because of, you know, especially if you got a certain type of presence on the internet. It ain't really that easy, you dig? Right. Ty, you funny as hell. Ty Love say Coming to America to P. Yeah, I'd have played Prince Akeem before, you know what I mean? I done been Akeem, you know what I mean? But I wasn't on some, when you think of garbage, think of Akeem type shit, you know what I mean? I wasn't like that, but but I done did that before, man. And then, you know, but then not just that, because you might appear to be broken on your ass, and a chick still might only be choosing you for her because it makes sense for her and not for you. Because just like you playing a role of a bum, she might be a bum in real life, but she might be a freaky bum, and she might see you as a sexy bum. And she like, yeah, he broke, he a bum and everything like that, but he's sexy though. You know what I mean? I bet he gonna put it down on me in this Motel 6 bed or behind this building in this alley or You know what I mean? In the backseat of this rental. You know what I mean? He gonna rock my world. You know what I mean? He might not have nothing going on, but he look good though. Oh man, she just might be a freaky bum, you know? Now how you gonna make yourself be physically unattractive? I don't know. You know, they got all this AI shit going on nowadays, so you might be able to pull it off, man. But yeah, man. But the bottom line is you have to figure out how to determine whether or not this chick is choosing you because it makes sense for the both of you and everybody else involved. And not only does it make sense for herself. You dig? For real. When you think of garbage, think of Akeem. Hemp Lord, you stupid. Yeah, man. But yeah, I ain't even gonna be live for no. Hold on. Reading something real quick. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. But yeah, this ain't gonna be no extremely long live. I just wanted to jump on here and chop some game with y'all, you know what I mean? Put something in your mix for a minute because I know y'all been game deprived because I'll be having to remind myself of that, man. Not trying to toot my own horn. Not saying that I'm the only person capable of giving game like this. You know what I mean? It's just it ain't too many of us on the internet. You know what I mean? My young partner, Ambassador Ron, you know, shout out to Ron. I seen he was on Instagram. I don't know if he's in the YouTube live right now. But, you know, Ambassador Ron be on here kicking this shit too, man. Shout out to Ron. And hold on a second. Let me if one of y'all beat me to it, then cool. But I'm about to put Ron's link in the chat so y'all can go subscribe to Ron. And I appreciate those of you who have already subscribed to Ambassador Ron. And if you haven't, I'm going to give you the opportunity to now. Hold on. Damn. Okay, here we go. Damn. Okay, you see the pinned comment right there, man. If you haven't subscribed to Ambassador Ron, please do him, myself, and yourself a favor and subscribe to his channel, man. You know, it's cool to get game from different perspectives, different generations and things like that. You know, and Ron is, you know, a younger gentleman with a lot of good information, good presentation and all that type of stuff. Real gentleman about this shit, man. So if you ain't hip to him, if you ain't subscribed to him, go ahead, hit that link and subscribe to Ambassador Ron. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, but hold on a second. But yeah, you know, I'll be trying not to go too long like I have in times past without getting on here kicking this shit because I know it ain't too many people that's gonna kick it like myself. You know, in a way that I do about the shit that I do. You dig? So, yeah, man. I just wanted to get on here and chop it and pop it with y'all for a minute. I'm going to read some of these comments, man. If y'all had questions or anything like that I may have overlooked, go ahead and ask those questions now. I'm going to read comments for a minute before we get up out of here. You dig? Snipers in the building. E-Books, good looking with the $5 holler. Damn, P, you like a dealer. Give us a taste of game. Hold on. Give us a taste of game, and then you got us itching for knowledge. Try it sharp, but do like a less corny version of academics. Nah, man. Shout out to Sharp, man. See, I support Sharp because I know, he I don't know Sharp personally. We don't go way back, but I know his history ain't a mystery in the game. You dig? And I support people whose history ain't a mystery in the game and who also don't have no smut on their name, right? One thing I know about Sharp is that his history ain't a mystery in the game, and he don't got no smut on his name as far as I know. I ain't heard no abominable things on his name that are actually true. He get lied on just like I do. You dig? People be slandering his name just like they slander mine. So I don't get into all of that bullshit. But as far as I know, from people who matter in the game, people who you ain't gonna see really on the internet like that, you dig? They've vouched for Sharp. They've spoken well of Sharp, and I ain't heard nobody, who matters. I haven't heard anybody who matters say anything abominable about Sharp. You dig? So far as I know, he's a upstanding gentleman of this game. You may not like a lot of his methods or ideologies or things like that, but shit, you may not like all of mine neither. It is what it is, right? But yeah, shout out to Sharp though. You dig? But this is what I will say though. You dig? It's imperative. It's crucial to stay in fellowship with this game, right? Heavy fellowship with this game. Because when you get around too many individuals that don't really respect the game, appreciate the game, or people who be pretending like they with the game, but they not really, you know what I mean? They ain't been through what you've been through. They haven't aligned themselves with the game the way that you have. They haven't dedicated themselves to the game the way that you have. They haven't been through certain sacrifices in the name of this game like you have. When you get around too many of them type of individuals, man, it dilutes the game in you, man. It make the spirit of this game, get weak inside you, man. So it's imperative to fellowship, right? And none of us are above that. You dig? If I go too long without fellowshipping, man, it ain't cool. You dig? So, yeah, man, it's imperative to get your fellowship on. You dig? eBooks, good luck with the $5 holla. Just my opinion, dude's always drunk, even in his 4 a.m. streams. He burping and ranting and no game with his words. I'm sure he legit, but too much drama / him. Yeah, man. And then this is what you got to understand too, man. Like, some people don't be trying to put on for the internet. And what you see is what you get. You dig? And you gotta appreciate authenticity in people, man. And you not on display. And if you was on display, I'm sure some people would have things to say about you. Man, eBooks be he be digging in his nose too much, or he be digging in his booty too much, man. eBooks cool. eBooks is cool, man, but I don't like the way he do this, and I don't like the way he do that. You know what I mean? Like, eBooks is cool, but he be saying, you know what I'm saying, too much. Like, every other word is, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, it be little shit like that. You know what I mean? eBooks is cool, but I don't like his damn haircut, man. eBooks need to change that damn haircut. You know what I mean? Like, eBooks is cool, but, he just be, having his feet out and his feet all crusty. He need to go get a pedicure, man. Like, you just not on display, so it's easy for you to say what it is with somebody else as a spectator who ain't subject to the same thing, right? And what you got to understand is everybody's human. We all people, man. And you can't please everybody. So you entitled to your opinion, though, and I ain't mad at you for having it. You dig? It is what it is. But, shit, people got a whole lot to say about me that ain't good. Some of y'all like me. Shit, I'm pretty sure some haters in attendance too, right? Or fans, deranged fans. I ain't gonna call them. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it's a hater or two in here watching. A few like real haters would love to see harm or inconvenience in my life. Pretty sure some of those people in here, but then, excuse me, it's a lot of deranged fans up in here too, I'm sure. You dig? So, it is what it is, man. But like I said, man, it's we get caught up in that a lot. Expecting people to have like a perfect image when they're a public figure on the internet or whatever the case may be. We just expect people to, just be perfect. And it ain't like that. And it's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to be a human being. You dig? So haters are a great marketing team. Six Hustles, you already know, man. They be working hard for me. Can you upload more stuff on the Patreon? Yeah, Lojo, I got you. I got you for sure, man. Pimp just been on the move, but I got you. Shit, ebooks don't be paying his tab and asking for a jug. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Somebody always can have something to say about you. No matter how perfect you look, hey, man, no matter what y'all think about Beyonce, at the end of the day, she take a shit just like you do. She fart and burp just like you do. She probably even slobber on pillows. You know what I mean? If you was in Jay-Z's shoes, you'll see every little imperfection about her that it is. But it don't mean that she ain't shit. It don't mean that she ain't still Beyonce. It don't mean that she ain't still legendary and great in everything that she does. But she's a human being. And that go for everybody. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you just got to keep that in mind. No, we expect the public image, P, to really have some class, and Sharp just has sass and lucky moments. Hey, and this what you got to think about too, right? This what I say about Sharp. Because I remember when Sharp first, came on Soft White Underbelly, then he went from Soft White Underbelly to No Jumper. And you got to just give credit where it's due. The young man done came a long way, man, as far as growth and developing and learning and getting better. You dig? I think Sharp done came a long way. But see, this is what you got to understand too, right? Again, when you allow the certain kind of influences around you, it can have an effect on you. Like for instance, right? I'll just give you some examples of the good and not so good that I've seen with Sharp, right? Now, when Sharp does interviews with certain people, they can be good or bad depending on who's up there, right? Now, I think I spoke on this not too long ago. The white girl that did Brick Baby and Sharp just interviewed not too long ago, maybe a few weeks ago. Sharp and Brick Baby interviewed the older white girl with the blonde hair and the big booty. Damn, man, what the hell is her name? Hold on a second. Spitting fire, good looking with the $25 holla. The quota, you dig? Support. It's been a minute. Appreciate you, Spitting Fire. And if y'all ain't subscribed to Spitting Fire, y'all go ahead and do that as well. You know what I mean? She got some good content. You know what I mean? She's an informative individual about a lot of things that be going on. with R. Kelly especially, but even beyond that, just, a lot of things that be going on in the community and amongst our people. Spitting Fire got good commentary when it comes to that. And not only that, she from the Midwest, man, Detroit in the building. So you already know people from the Midwest, they just naturally funny, man. I kind of might have to question you if you from the Midwest and if you say you from the Midwest and you ain't funny, like you don't make nobody laugh, but you supposed to be from the Midwest, I might second guess you. I might doubt you. You know what I mean? You might be one of them people, you was born in the Midwest, but you moved when you was 2 years old or something. You might be one of them type of people. You know what I mean? But if you from the Midwest, born and raised, 9 times out of 10, you just funny by default. And Spitting Fire, she's cool. She got good commentary and she's hilarious. Got good personality, all that. So y'all go ahead and subscribe to Spitting Fire. Jenna Shea, that's who it was. Hemp Lord. Yeah. So the interview that Sharp and Brick Baby did with Jenna Shea, right? I didn't like it. And I understand why Brick Baby was up there, because I think I watched that whole interview, if I remember correctly. I think I watched the entire, or if I didn't watch the whole thing, I know I watched at least most of it. And I guess Apple Bites, you from the Midwest, but you ain't that funny. No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I know you funny too. You dig? You be having your little tidbits in there sometimes too. Be cracking me up. But like I said, I understand why Brick Baby was on the Jenna Shea interview, because as I watched, I guess they know each other, right? They have some kind of history with each other, right? They familiar with each other. So it makes sense why he was up there, right? But the combination of Sharp and Brick Baby on that interview, it wasn't good. I believe that the interview would have been 1,000 times better if Sharp had done that by himself. I get Brick Baby know the chick and they got history with each other. They could have probably did 2 different interviews. One with just her and Brick Baby, and then one with just her and Sharp. And I think both of those interviews would have been better than just Brick Baby and Sharp up there together interviewing her. But the best interview in that situation would have just been Sharp and Jenna Shea. Even the other chick, the chick, I think she's from France or something, the foreign chick, the European girl that was up there, they could have did without her too. She was cool, but they could have left her out of that shit too. The interview would have been its best if it was just Sharp and Jenna Shea on there. You dig? That was the best case scenario with that, right? But that's an example of a not so good interview that Sharp did, but he wasn't alone. And it wasn't so good because he wasn't alone, right? Now, on the other hand, my favorite Sharp interview is the one he did with Miss Twerk Something. That's my favorite Sharp interview. Like, he did his thing on that one. Like, him and Miss Twerk Something, they had good chemistry. They had good dialogue with each other. They wasn't talking over each other. They wasn't disrespecting each other. They were both classy. They were both informative. They were both funny at times. They had good chemistry with each other. It was a dope ass interview. If you ain't seen the interview with Sharp and Miss Twerk Something, I advise you to go check it out. It's a good ass interview. You dig? I haven't watched all the Sharp's interviews, but that's my favorite one that I've seen so far. You dig? So again, if you look at that, because that's a more recent interview with Sharp. I think that one was like a few months ago, right? And Sharp been on No Jumper for a few years now. If you go to his earlier interviews, versus the Miss Twerk Something interview too, like if you just compare them and you see the evolution and the growth, you see the Sharp, he done came a long way. And if he becomes more strategic, instead of just interviewing anybody with a name, anybody that people are just going to click on, you dig? If he just become more strategic with his interviews, like, especially on his channel, You know what I mean? Like that's my only disappointment with that Miss Twerk Some interview is that it's on No Jumper. I really wish that interview was on Sharp's channel. And not only that, I really wish that Sharp would have Miss Twerk Some back on his channel. Like if he do another interview with Miss Twerk Some on his channel, it's gonna be cold. I already know it is, right? So but yeah, man, you gotta give credit for people for like how far they come. Sometimes you look at people and you got criticism, and I know y'all look at people and as far as with the game, y'all compare everybody to Sinful to P. And if somebody who call themselves representing the game, in your eyes, they're not a fraction of what Sinful to P is, or they don't talk like Sinful to P, or they not funny like Sinful to P, or they don't talk about the things that Sinful to P talk about, or they don't share the same views as Sinful to P, you automatically discredit them. You know what I mean? And what you got to understand is Sinful to P is Sinful to P. That's one-to-one. You know, ain't nobody going to be like, you're not going to find another Sinful to P. You dig? So, but yeah, shout out to Sharp, man. Sharp done came a long way. He's real good at what he does. He just don't be picking the right people to interview sometimes. And he collaborates with not the best people sometimes. You dig? But if Sharp just become more surgical and more strategic with his guests and his co-hosts, oh man, he gonna do it though. I already know. Like, I just see what's going on. And you know, you gotta understand it's like learning curves with shit. You know what I mean? Like as far as his own channel, you know, he's still kind of early when it comes to that. Like he didn't put a lot of time and energy into No Jumper. Now he doing his own thing, and just like he grew and evolved within No Jumper, he gonna grow and evolve within his own shit, and he only gonna get better. You dig? So shout out to Sharp. Best of blessings to him. You dig? Eat Books. Good looking with the $5 holla again. Payroll gone square with his course. Sinful RIP. Sharp is a drunk. So is Rosebud. Ken say same BS since 99. And Dre too woke. You the last hope. Yeah, again, ebook going hard with the opinions. It is what it is. But we gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up. Before you get up out of here, if you have not wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so now. What I mean by that, hit that like button. Damn, as soon as I say we get up out of here, somebody gave me a dislike. Y'all cold-blooded. But it's all good, though. I'd rather a dislike than no like. Oh, you switched it up. Whoever you is, you switched your dislike to a like. My bad. But let me put some love in my body before we get up out of here, man. As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with a pimp. I appreciate you for all your comments, questions, input, feedback, jokes, all that good stuff. You dig? I appreciate you for your likes. I appreciate you for sharing this video. I appreciate you for subscribing and hitting the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate you for all your super chats, the cash apps, the PayPals. I appreciate your support in every which way that you come with it, man. Y'all already know who it is and what it is. Freeze is it. If you out in traffic moving around, please do so in a safe fashion. And of course, as always, long live the incomparable Sinful to P. We out.